Bonjour, y'all. My name is Ollie, and welcome to Of Venus. It's more quieter today. I'm gonna speak softly because we are where others from the past find rest, and it's the only time I could afford to be somewhere and film, and it's in the Central Cemetery here in Transylvania. Welcome. It's gonna be very punk as I'm filming with my hand, and as you can see, what can be more fitting to this time than a Transylvanian cemetery? Am I right? Maybe you can hear some doggos being bothered about something in the background, but what a wholesome environment, and thank you for the dead for allowing us to do this here. So this is gonna be sweet and short, and there's a new moon happening now. I mean, what a new moon, as the doggos can confirm. This new moon happened at the 23rd degree of Libra, and it is in a very harsh and creative T-square happening between Mars retrograde in Aries in opposition to the moon and squaring all the Capricorn goodness there in verdant, versatile, forward-thinking Capricorn. So we basically have the start of 3 seasons wrapped into one, the beginning of autumn, beginning of winter, beginning of spring, all condensing their creative energy in a very extreme manner. I don't think we'll have such an intense new moon in forever. Literally all the aspects. Sun is in its detriment in Libra, as you know, the sunlight is fading and the night is getting longer each and every calendar day here in the northern part of Europe. I mean, in the northern part of the planet, excuse me, in the northern hemisphere. So we have that sun is setting, it's a fall, and we have Mars retrograde in the sky. You can see it around evening towards midnight. It's a really big, beautiful, orangey, blood, coppery, sanguine star. Because Mars is really close to Earth when it's in retrograde. It's always these planets are close to Earth. All of these in opposition, squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. So to keep it very short and sweet, this is creation. And creation is not this bountiful, nice. It's this universe can be very harsh and volatile and capricious. It's in the nature of divinity, as in these transpersonal forces of nature are really antithetical to our ego. So our normal human consciousness is really having a hard time to process these transpersonal, global forces applying in our lives. So maybe it's time to take some self-care, not be too harsh on the people and environment around you, and even if conversations can be janky with mundane situations and scenarios, it's just part of the times, man. It's like this is like collective karmic construction happening, and it's not pleasant for the ego, not pleasant for the individual, or It can be extreme individualism, but this is time of creation is contraction. So what nature does and what we as a species and society is doing, we're contracting, with withdrawing what is not worth anymore, creating this void space in where we can give forth the future that is going to be manifested from Jupiter and Saturn's conjunction in mid-December, right when they enter fixed air sign of Aquarius. So what we are building right now through harsh means is this new world. And it's part of the process. Whatever is happening is very natural. Creation is pressure. It is intensity. It is outside of the ego, uncontrollable hazards of existence. And that's fine. It's gonna be a brutal lunation with the full moon opposite Uranus, but it's gonna be exciting. So instead of letting really old ancestral fears find new ways of getting in our lives, it's time to be curious about the process, being open to it, inviting it in, and as I'm now in this beautiful cemetery, let me show you a little bit. Yeah. Transylvanian cemetery, right? It is. You have to excuse the doggos. They're very rude. A lot of everything is rude, is it not? So don't mind the doggos. They're doing their best. Uh, there's a road going there. Let's see where it leads. I'm not saying the grave. You know where that leads. I mean, nobody knows where that leads, right? The unknown, death. But there's a path. There's always a path. We're finding out our real life path. And with so much Pluto and so much Mars and so much solar energy all compacted in itself, in each other. It's like the universe through us is learning what road it needs to go on, right? Life goes on like that plane will cross the sky. Good reminder. See it? There you go. Figure out the whole symbolism of this airplane graveyard path, doggos. Me forgetting the stick so I can film easier without this very DIY thing. Not gonna say Mercury retrograde. You make your own choices. But it's Mercury retrograde too, so everything's a bit weird. Find out your path in life. Contract. Commune with the void. You're creating a better world for you. Love your loved ones, the people that need to be on the road together with you going forward. It's a beautiful time. Intense time, so please, self-care. The missing piece to this puzzle is Cancer. The last decan of Cancer. So give yourself water. Learn from rivers as they flow. Continue flowing ever on to your own ocean, but carve the gorges and valleys you need to carve in life in this very extreme creative process. Enjoy it. It is once in a lifetime, once in many lifetimes. And let's all together. I mean, the leaves, I have to say, the leaves are very beautiful, aren't they not? Right? It's really beautiful. I think the dog agrees. I think the dog is saying, like, I love this leaf, and I love this leaf, and I love that tree. I think that's what it's saying, right? I agree. I agree, doggo. So, again, that's where we came from. I mean, look at this green. It's beautiful. That's where we come from. That's where we're going. And yeah, graves. The grave is absolute. The grave is everything, but from the grave we come, to the grave we go. But just as the sun is coming up, there's always dawn. Let's follow our own dawn and go together in peace and creativity. Check out a reading with me down below in the links below to get your animistic reading. Follow me on Instagram at of_Venus. I'll put this on Instagram as well. Hello, Instagram buddies. Love y'all. And just as the sun is coming out, let's go towards dawn, everybody. So good to be here with y'all. My blessings to everyone. Own your freedom. Love, cherish both life, love, and death. And let's create a better world on the foundations of love. Cheers.